the demonstration on how complex and interconnected is the sector itself, already interconnected, is a main, let's say, message for me as a politician working in the parliament that now is mainly debating about, because of the security issues, to bring back the pharma industry as much as possible to the Europe. So for the legislators, for decision makers, it's a very important thing to understand the complexiveness of the sector itself while making decisions. So that's, at least for me, is the main thing. And I think that I'm learning more than giving there. As a legislator, as a person that would, at the end of the day, have to vote for the decisions. Well, there are several of them, and in my presentation I've touched 3 documents that I think the Europe is now mostly referring to, especially knowing the situation is a very fragile and unstable in the world. So first is about the European competitiveness, so famous Draghi report, then Letta report on single market of the Europe, and then Niinistö report on security and preparedness. So Europe is mainly focusing on those 3 areas while thinking about the precise policies. And policies that are associated with pharmaceutical sector is the Pharma package that is now in the, let's say, in the stage that will going to an end. So this parliament will only have a very small, let's say, impact on this. But the Critical Medicines Act is upcoming package that will definitely touch the whole industry in the Europe. And this will be a very complex legislation talking about the critical medicines, stockpiling, production, securing active substance production and supply chain. So this is the legislation that will come up very quickly. And me as a shadow rapporteur, I will have to go very much into details, into understanding how not to do the same mistake Europe did a lot of times, how not to make the things worse, not to over-regulate, but make things that would help to secure supply and production of the pharmaceuticals in Europe. I like the possibility itself to connect with the people personally, not just to be as a presenter, but what I value the most, it's the personal contacts you can have in this type of events to get the knowledge, more deep knowledge and more deep understanding of what people think. Those live conversations are the most enjoyable parts in this type of summit, but also the level of expertise that you have here is a very high, and I see how deep people are in their fields of expertise. Sometimes even too deep for me as a politician. We are a little bit too shallow and we have to cover too many things at the same time. But for me as a politician, I think it's a very good way to see the complexity. So I think the level of expertise and possibility to have a live conversation later on, it's the biggest value.